Alright, we're back. And I need to fix what I messed up yesterday by putting in the wrong miners here. Or the wrong smelters. Which means I need to make more miners. And I'm thinking that we're going to leave this one here. I am thinking I might turn the belt around though. Because I was looking over here. Oh, actually there's a gap here. Alright, so let's start with that. And yeah, we're going to get to the spot today. Or let's try real hard. Okay, 2 more of those. And we can literally just put these back here. We're gonna have to move shit back here again. Okay, so that should give us enough room for that. Yeah, we're gonna move these two, which isn't that big a deal either. Should probably move them out where the other ones are anyways. So now we can do this and this. He's right up here for now. Alright, I'll take care of that. That'll get us more bots. And I think this is going to be where we make one of these and try them out for the first time. Oh, this is... No, that ain't gonna work. Okay, but we could do it here. we could actually do this and have it feed in down here. This first one should stay fine. Alright, and then what I'm thinking is maybe we put this in here. And I think we're probably going to put in a few more miners as well. Okay, so now switch over this, and we can't line them up perfectly with those. There's going to be 3 more of them there. But that'll work. Now that'll input on that side. And then we'll just run the belt down this way, because we can't do it the other way. But what I'm thinking is we're probably going to have about 8 of these, well, at least for now. When we get to tier 2 belts, we might be able to put in more. So what I'm thinking is we might be able to bring them just kind of out to here. And then if we need to move the belt, we can. And then we're going to turn this belt around. And we're going to have this come up and over here. Which, yeah, that's actually a problem. This one needs to come. Well, no, it's not, because that's going to go the other way. Never mind. We're just going to reverse this belt. Oops. Okay, now I need to make 4 of those. Need to also take that out. That, and then step down like so. And then that'll be for those, that'll be for this. And now that will give us a second line that we can run in over here somewhere when we need to. Okay, so that gives us all the things. Now the problem is that we do not have enough, I don't believe, of these right here, making our machine parts. Because that's only putting out like one every so often. So I'm thinking that we might either rebuild this area, or what I'm thinking might be a better option, just because I'm lazy as hell, don't want to rebuild all that, which I don't know if this game has blueprints, and if at some point we're gonna get them, but maybe if and when we do, I can redo this then. But I'm thinking just put some over here off of this back line and then feed them in right here. That literally won't work down there, will it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Those are the long ones. Why am I on long ones? There we go. And then we want this to go into here. Okay, so that should help with our machine part issue. Since we've got everything filled, we're doing it on that over there. So now we should start getting these out of here. And I never did make these, which are conveyor ones and machinery parts. Ew. Well, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Which I guess we just have it. Yeah, we can do this. This isn't going to be a big deal. We're seriously still not getting machine parts down here? Oh, because I didn't fucking set them. You're fucking stupid. Could you not be stupid? Is that possible? Yeah, but not probable. Possible, not probable. Okay, so I need to make another one of these. And so we're still not getting enough plates through here. Like this machine right here is eating every bit of the plates we have. So we're going to do this. Don't technically need the rods yet, so we're not going to worry about them as much. Yeah, they are on that outside edge. So yeah, we're going to have this actually turn here. Yeah, that should help fill that in some. Hey, Steven. Basically, think 3D Factorio, but with a mission. Basically. We have this space station we're trying to rebuild. And we're a robot. speaking of, we need to get CBB back down. We're gonna put your dumbass, you're not getting in the way anymore. I think we'll throw you over here. There, you can go over there. Nope, I cannot start this stream any earlier. You'll have to go back and watch it on YouTube. That's why we save things on YouTube, is so people can watch them at other times if need be. Alright, so that is now done. We should now be getting... these are still coming in awful slow. Oh, it's taking every bit of freaking plate it can get. Which means we're going to have a problem getting the other one. And the issue is we don't know where any more of this stuff, the iron, basically, stuff. Because we have two minerals, well, three technically. But we have this one and that one, and they have weird names, so they can do weird shit with them. There's xenoferrite, which is iron, and there is technum, which is basically copper. And the weird thing is, the technum comes out looking like the ferrite, but it makes things that look like copper. So it's kind of weird that, you know, it's used to make copper, but it looks like ferrite. Kind of strange. But if we use our scanning tool, it shows us where ores are, and there's no more, at least within this range, of this stuff. So we're gonna have to just kind of build around this to make more miners for this area. Now, it is a pretty deep hole there, so there is a lot of it. And see, that's the problem, is that I have people that watch from all over the world, either Aussie land, which New Zealand is a part of, at least for stupid Americans like me that don't care. Same fucking thing. Europe, and over here in the free world in America. This base will become fucking huge, is what I'm assuming. Because this is just so I can produce the basic stuff. I have just gotten started. I had one like 3-hour stream that I did all of this in. And right now I need to make transport bots. And because of just trying to feed enough stuff to get this made, which is finally done, so it should be less of a problem, I haven't been able to make the bots yet. I only need to produce 20 of them. But the problem with doing this is I decided, like an idiot, I guess, to shove this big space platform way the fuck over here. And I don't think that's a good placement for it, because Well, I gotta send things up there. In Factorio and other games like this that I've either played them before or are very similar, this is more like Satisfactory, I guess, where you have to have the space platform thing, which at some point I still got to go back and try again. I haven't played that game in fucking years. One of these days I got to go back and give that another shot. But like, this is more similar to that, where you have to have a space platform or a launch pad or something that you're sending things up to somewhere else. So I really got to think about if I'm going to be able to get stuff to that. So I'm thinking maybe we move that platform. The problem is my brain is doing about 100 laps right now. So you're gonna have to work with me here. The problem is, one, we have a mountain over here. We have water out there. So we're either going to have to dig out a large part of that mountain to flatten it out to put more shit. I have to build over the water here, which I'm going to go for a walk while I'm talking here. But we kind of need to separate some of our production out. I'm thinking kind of akin to what I do in Factorio, where I have one area that is my science area, one area that is my Home Depot area, where I basically produce all the things that I need to be able to produce other things, and then actually have a production area for things that need to get sent up to the space station, is what I'm thinking. And then, as you know, as usual, you need to have a smelting area, which I tried doing and I'm kind of running out of room for. Come over here and do a little scan over here, see if there's any ores over here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, see that? Wait a minute. What thing did that hit? Was that the igneous that hit? Yeah, that's got to be the igneous right there. It's really weird that there's like no other ores out here. I'm assuming it's because we have height in this game. You don't have that in most other games. One of the things it was talking about already was the fact that we got to go down near some lava cave or something. And that's not something that we have in Factorio, didn't have that I know of in Satisfactory. But apparently this is more of a Minecraft meets Factorio type of thing, because apparently we gotta go caving eventually. Which is sort of what I'm collecting this stuff I'm out here collecting it for. But basically I need to, as with Factorio, when I play that, I run out of room very quickly, and I'm already feeling that the area that we have set up in, I'm just not going to have enough room. And I really don't want to sit here, and I'm hoping there's some kind of blasting stuff, or like our mining drones, I'm hoping there's a way of easily getting rid of this mountainous area. But sitting here and hand drilling through all of this is going to be tedious as hell. But I'm seriously thinking about just taking out every bit of this, these trees and shit, and just building platforms all the way out over here. And since our first two ores are here and here, ignoring the igneous that's out there, but they're pretty much in this straight plane right there. I'm thinking maybe we move the space platform out over there towards the water, and we move our smelting back here. I think that will help a lot. Now, granted, it's the same level as my platform there, so I'm either going to have to dig down back here, or I'm going to have to build up a layer higher, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm thinking that's what we're going to end up doing. Where the hell is Shelbert at? You want to talk about cute? Cute is Shelbert, but I don't know where Shelbert went. I got a turtle friend around here somewhere named Shelbert, and he's cute as hell. This is the sheep thing. I don't think he's cute, but Shelbert's cute as hell. I don't know where he ran off to. I got two of these little sheep critters around here. I went up there in the mountains and found the turtle guy. I don't know where he ran off to. Oh, is that him? That's him. There's Shelbert. Now that's cute. Alright, so let's start with getting this out of here. And we're just going to put it way the hell out here. I'm figuring we're going to have this area for our generators. We can just do something like this. This is one part of this game that I'm not a big fan of, because all of the power runs through this platform. That is one thing I have to say I like about it satisfactory, is that you have to actually put up electric poles. Where this one you don't, everything just runs through this base platform thing, and you don't have to really worry about it. Something I don't like in either of them is this bullshit, where gravity does not affect them. There's no need to worry about if it is supported or not. Not a big fan of that. Alright, so we'll just take this thing and just throw it out here for right now. We'll move it if and when we need to again. But see, these are like right in my way. And so I think I want to get them moved out of here. Oh, you literally could if you wanted to. I could literally come up here to the mountains if I wanted to. And just do that. And just build that all the way out. And that would be my base. And just have the whole thing floating out here above nothing. And I'm not a big fan of that. I'm assuming that might be part of how you keep your base from spreading out to too much area is, you know, just build like a pillar like this. If I could, you know, build it properly, and then just build another layer above it, kind of like we do in Minecraft, where we build different floors. But in this, you wouldn't really need but one pillar to hold up the whole second floor, which I guess you don't technically in Minecraft either. But you wouldn't need much of a floor to hold it up there. And then you can just build over top of these, and as you can see, most of the buildings are roughly the same height. And by the way, I've talked myself into it. I'm moving the smelting area. Okay. Now, gotta decide how I'm gonna do this part. You guys are getting under there just fine, so that's good. Question is, do I want to move them? And also, what is the... this doesn't really... It said copy config. Copy target with settings, shift copy configuration. So if I do this... wait a minute, wrong thing. So if I do this... That's the wrong button again, jackass. This, not enough smelter small in inventory. Okay, so I have to make a new smelter for you to copy the fucking thing? Okay. So now, copy. And it's just going to give me a smelter. Okay. Build mode, retain things now. Just trying to figure out if there's a way to do blueprints with this. And so far, I don't see one. Instance automation, character customization, exploration flashlight, foundation, low voltage energy, research, resources, short range scanner, space station, tablet, and quick action. And can be used to inspect objects and provide usable quick action. Copy and paste. Allow you to copy and paste the configuration of the following buildings, all producing machines like assemblers and smelters, loaders and conveyor balancers. To copy settings, you need to look at the object. Look at the object you want to paste. Copy and paste without. There's an option in the settings to also allow usage of those commands without having the tablet equipped. Save you time if you don't have to open the tablet first. You need to be a bit more careful to not randomly click while sprinting. So we can only copy a building. Well, that kind of sucks. That's not helpful at the moment. Alright, so we're just going to have to cut it out and place it back down. I need to make more of these. Except, technically, I don't need to make more of these. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. These are the ones I need to make. I need them down here, because this is the stuff that makes the plates. I'm thinking that once we get the smelting area done here, then we're going to move the science area. And then we should be able to leave the regular area alone. That'll make me feel better about the way I'm stuck doing this. Okay. So we're going to put this here, and then I think I want to put probably 2 more of them over here. And I think I'm going to change the way I did this because I think I'm going to have 2 of them feed onto one belt instead of trying to do 8 of them in a straight line. Now, did I put that in the right place? That can feed onto that one. Yes, I did. Okay. So we can have those 2 feed there, those 2 feed there. And then we can make a balancer and put it here. So if one gets low, the other one will take care of it. Alright. And see, sadly, we can do this and just tear out a whole area of shit at one time, but we can't make a blueprint of it to put it back down, and there's not enough room in my inventory. Because of course there isn't. Because I just got a million fucking rods and plates in my inventory. Where the hell was I going? Oh, biomass. That gives me a little more room. Okay. So we're going to end up having these 2 lines run into or okay. So that'll give me a set of 4 of those. And it looks like it can actually handle a little bit more. See if it can handle 6. It looks like we're still getting some down here, so I think 4 miners should be able to do 8 smelters. Or at least that's what we're going to try to do. Get all this shit out of my damn inventory. And that seems to be keeping up pretty well. That was a little deeper than it was supposed to go. Okay, so now that gets us our plates done. Now we need to set up the rods, and we're gonna probably be setting up more of these, and we'll put them that way. So now we can start doing the rods over on this side. So we'll have the factory basically split right here. So these guys, we need to get them up here as well. Can I make a... What do I need for that? Plates, machine parts, and components. Alright, that's not going to be difficult. So, That one is the assemblers. I don't need a map, thank you. I need to make 2 of these. Oh, that's right. I need to have these come out the sides. Because the front is for the machine parts and the components. Do that. And then we need to have enough room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap. Then we do this. And we set this one to do the smelter. I'll take care of that. This will be for smelters. So now we just gotta have this input and this input. And then this just needs to have plates. Okay, so now we're automatically making assemblers and smelters. So as soon as we actually, there we go, there's our smelters. So now when I need more smelters, I can just throw them out here. Them keep going down. I don't need to go down. Though part of this might be coming out of here, because we don't have a whole lot of room for this, or need for this area anymore. Though, what I can do is use this for the small parts thing, which might not be a bad idea. No, I have not played an Ant Factory game. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about Microtopia? Yes. I have a whole series of it on the alternate YouTube channel. I didn't go that far. I need to play it again at some point. I got up to making queens. Man, I got 22 of those things. Isn't that what we needed to do the next thing we wanted? Yeah, this. Cave scanning. Personal excavation grounds. Excavation ground count. Speed. Drill shape 2x2. Drill speed. Okay. So now when we do our scanning, it should tell us about anything below us, I guess. Unless this doesn't do it. There may be an actual cave scanning, I guess. Because that didn't look like it did shit. Dump that shit off. Okay. So now, if we do... Yeah, we're going to have to move this over. But I'm thinking we do another set of these here. How'd that not get lined up with the rest of them? Because I fucked up. That's how. Oh, I thought I had one more of these out there, but I guess not. There, now we got room for one more, and I'm going to have to move these out and to the side just a little bit. Okay, so now, make sure that's lined up. Okay, so now we just need to get our minerals from over here up to here. There. That'll get that all into there. Now we just need to get the outputs done, which we're going to have to fix the plate one because it's kind of in the wrong spot. Okay, so I'll take care of that. Make another balancer. Let's go grab some more platforms. Okay, so now I'm achieving apparently. No idea what that was, but I achieved something. Okay, so now we have 2 belts of go fuck yourself. Oops. Now I don't have enough room in my inventory to pick it up. Because of course I don't. I have room right... Oh, that would be for the balancer. Okay, let's get this part out first. Because this needs to be for this. And that. Dumbass. Okay. So now we've got all of that done. We got plenty of ore coming in for that. So far we're okay here, but these two and two more we'll put in over there will have smelters on that side. So now if we're going to do the machine parts and stuff up here, let's get rid of all of this. Okay, let's make 2 more of these for right now. Get all that out of my inventory, and then I can just grab a stack when I need them. This is going to move as well. Okay, so we want to do machine parts over here and electrical components. So that means we're going to get rid of this one, and we're going to get rid of these two. As of now, do we have anything that actually takes wires? To components, machine parts components, machine parts components. Yeah, we don't have anything that needs wires. So, does it tell me 3 seconds to make that? It takes 1.5 seconds to make 2 of them, and it only takes 2. So I can feed 1 wire assembler to 2 electrical components. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take these out for right now. Okay, so we're gonna have at least 4 of these. Now, the only issue is we gotta figure out how we're getting this stuff over there. We could bring it out on this side, or we could actually, that might be a better option actually. Move the assemblers down a bit. Yeah. We know we're going to have these here. So we have yeah, that's not horrible. I'm thinking just bring these around this way. Then we'd have enough room to put those in there. I'm hoping we're not going to need more miner bots around this. Hoping. I don't know, but I'm hoping. Which may not end up changing the way I did this here, because instead of having it balanced down there, we'll have them come together right here. Well, technically, we can have them come together right here. And again, I went too deep. And then I can have this one run this way for whatever fuck off reasons I have. I can have this one run this way. then we can have the rods do the same thing. I do have to say, I like the fact that they named this something non-normal instead of naming it iron and copper. I actually like that because it really helps with me and my issue of realism. I don't have to, my brain doesn't have to go, well, that's not how it's fucking done. Because this isn't iron and this isn't copper, so my brain can just write it off as, yeah, who gives a shit. Even though it has similar, you know, stuff. My brain works weird that way. Is that gonna go through there? I don't think it is. Okay, so now we need to get that in to over there, which will be alright. Let's work on the small parts first, and then we'll deal with the big parts. So we're gonna need that needs rods and coils. So if we do say this, and we have that feed into there and into there, which I didn't set these, so that, And then this will be for the wires. This will be for the components. Now I can just have a long one output here. And then feed back in here. I'll have to keep an eye on that to see if that's going to be enough. If not, we can double it up over there on the other side. Then we can bring that out like that. And then we run another one of these up like this. And that'll be for the machine parts. Now, how long does these machine parts take? 1.5 seconds. So we're only going to need like 2 of these. Or, you know, incomparable to the other one. I'm assuming we're probably going to do 4 of them. Just to make sure we have fucking plenty. Now, can I use this stupid thing? Quick copy. Yeah, that's gonna... If I want to do that, then I gotta use this to place it. So... that, and that. And that didn't do the settings, so I don't fucking care. Piece of shit. I know, I probably had to use the other paste thing. Morning, crazy. By the way, crazy, the reason why we didn't stream, well, wasn't the complete reason, but part of the reason why we didn't stream last night and we just got on to do some work, it's not getting fucking better. My back is way fucking worse today. It's fucking killing me. But in this case, since I'm not playing with anybody else, I'm not screwing up anybody else. I have nobody else that's going to frustrate me and get me to yell at them. I can do this, and it kind of take my mind off of it a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit. Okay. So now we want to move the science area. And of course, there's not enough room in my pockets. Because there's never enough room in my pockets. But that's why we have another one of these. Ooh, I got all that shit on my inventory. Okay, so I get all that cleared out of there. These I'll move at some point. But right now they're not really in the way of doing what I want to get done, and we don't have the red ones anyways. So we can't do any more research at the moment. I still got 32 of those to report it. Okay, so machine parts are done, at least for the start of this. This is staying the way it is. This is for machine parts. This is coming the fuck out. Now there is one minor problem with this. We're going to have machine parts come through here. So I think we need to move this back so we can have the two parts come through here. We'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so this one is for belts. This is for the wire. This is for the electrical component. Okay, both of those need to leave. Okay. So now, let's start first off with, we need to get this out of here. Okay. So now we want to run these two belts up this way. That'll be a good place to tuck that into. And we'll move this right up here beside it if I can figure out where the fuck it is in this inventory. Oh, where in the fuck is it? There it is. So now we can just put these two things right here beside one another. Out of the damn way. Alright, so now we want to get these two belts, and so help me if they're in the wrong fucking orientation. And back in the orientation they were in the first time. And I gotta change this again. We're going to screen. Now, why does that not want to go up there? Fuck you, I'll do it manually. You can eat my ass. How about that? Don't be a bitch. Okay, so what's on what side? Bronze is on this side. And it's fucking backwards, you motherfucking son of a... I don't fucking like you. It's fine. It's alright. I need to fix this anyways. Not gonna fucking throttle anybody. It definitely seems to put out way more light than that thing does. Okay. So. Let's debate if I'll move this up or not. Because we definitely have to have room for the science shit. This needs to come over here. And these need to run down this way. And of course these are backwards too. Because of course they fucking are. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, because this just needs plates and rods. is I think we're going to move it out. Because it doesn't follow the normal thing. And we're just going to put it. You could. Just put this here. Oh, that ain't gonna work, you idiot. That's also not gonna work, you idiot. Okay. That'll now work. Okay. Now, this is the belt. You sent me something on Steam. I'm scared. Should I be scared? Because I'm scared. And of course, Steam's retarded and isn't gonna. Hey, these aren't backwards. Well, they are, but they're not. That's the one that needs to be machine parts. So, yeah, we gotta get rid of this. And I know how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have this come out this way and just go down right here. So now we just have this issue of the belt sitting here, which is an easy one to fix. We just move this out of here Is this easy to fix? Sort of. You're late, motherfucker. Docking your pay 50 cents. Copy target with settings. Okay. That takes care of that. And we can do that to input. That'll input the machine parts. Okay, and we're going to do this the way we did on all the rest of them, which is the output is going to be here. So then the belt will come over here for the output, which clearly I got to make slopes. Okay. So then I can put this back right here. And then we want to put, those are second lane, this is first lane. Okay, we only have 100 or less than 100, so we'll keep that. Okay. And then we do this. Now, question is, and I think I know the answer to this question, so shut up and don't ask it. Shut up and don't answer. Whatever. So, for the slopes, we need conveyor and machine part. For the balancer, we need conveyor, machine part, and components. And at least as of now, that's all we need. Now, when we get to any higher tier, I don't know if it's going to take the tier 1s and want to upgrade them or not. But that clearly tells me that I need 2 of those. Also, this clearly tells me I'm a moron. Shut up. Because I gotta get the fucking electronic components through here. And I don't leave room for that. We're gonna get to the freaking transport bots today. I swear we are. I know you don't believe me at this point, but we're gonna get there. Hmm. 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 So you're a twat. That's what you tell me. Gotcha. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is we need conveyors for two different components. So we could do this and set this one for the slope. And then we can just have that go right off of there. That'd be perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. And then we just need this on the front to input. But that doesn't leave me room for the output that I should be putting over here. But that's fine. What machine is this? What are you doing? You're doing my loaders. Okay. Because what I'm thinking is... I can actually fit another one of these in here. This we want for this, which is going to need the conveyor, the machine part, and the thing. Now the only problem is we can't get the conveyor in here. We have no way of putting it in here because we don't have the third lanes yet. So we would have to bring the conveyors in on the side, is what I'm thinking. Kind of like how we're having the conveyors come out the side on this one. The thing is, I don't know that I care right now, is what I'm thinking. I don't know that I give a shit for this whole machine. Eventually, maybe. But right now, I don't think I care. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think I'm going to be using them much. I can just make them in my inventory. And then when we get the higher ones, the third ones, we can do it then. And it'll be easy enough to grab them from here and just put them into there. But this is going to save me from having to move all the rest of that shit. So, fuck it, it's what we're going with. Okay, so belts, slopes, loaders, second lane loaders, assemblers, and smelters. So now we just got to get the inputs back on the back. So, what do you need? Not a fucking thing. Good. You need plates. So, you can just have one of those. What do you need? Plates. You need plates. And you need plates. Well, fuck it. Everybody gets a plate today. Plate, plate, plate. Go fuck yourself. And now we're running into this problem again, where even with a full run of plates, this bitch is going to take everything I got. But hopefully only till it fills the machine. Yeah, looks like, yeah, they're not getting through. These belts just suck. They're not fast enough to do this. But that takes care of all of our basic stuff. We got these done. We don't need any more of those. These we're eventually going to need to make. But I'm not worried about them at the moment. We don't need any more of those. We got both of those. That can go fuck itself, and we don't. Hopefully, we're not going to need more of those. We got both of those. We haven't made the generator yet. We need to do that at some point. We haven't done the miners yet. We'll need to do that at some point. But we've done both of these. We haven't done this either, which we probably should do. But I want to... Well, one, we need to figure out at some point where the fuck the research shit is going. Because I haven't figured that out yet. But since this is going to be a lot like Factorio, where you have, research parts, and then tier 2 research parts and tier 3 research parts probably, I need to have somewhere to put them that I can get the right stuff to it. So since this is my Home Depot on this side, we could do the transport bots on the other side. Now, before I go thinking about that, do I want to try to do what we did with before with the plates? Let's go look at how the stuff is doing. Okay, these look like they're keeping up just fine. This belt is doing okay. So it's this one that's the issue. And technically it's using all of those plus some from over there, I'm assuming. Or maybe even not. What if I put in... I'm thinking if I want to put in another set of smelters over here. we've got the ore for it. The ore's not a problem. We got 2 miners here we haven't even hooked up yet. Did you guys not grab this stuff? Did you look like you're just completely ignoring these? Do I have to do these for you? Nah. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to put another set of smelters in on this side. Which it would be lovely if I could fucking blueprint these bitches. I'm really hoping this game has blueprints at some point. Because this tablet thing is leaving a bit to be desired. That's not enough. I need more than that, asshole. Okay, one more. Thank you. Asshole. What the fuck are you doing all the way up here? Douchebag. You're supposed to be there. That's annoying. Yeah, that would have to go all the way up there. We can bring it around this way. We don't even have these hooked up yet. I don't technically need this, but we're doing it anyways. And if I need to, I can bring that other one around here too. Except I don't know if I'm going to be doing this part. Yeah, not. Because that will come down over here, and we'll basically have this area over here as my science area, I think. I need machine parts and rods. I can just use the plates. To make the machine parts, I don't need to bring them from over there. So I could if I wanted to. Since we don't need them, but we can do them, let's go ahead and queue up all this stupid shit. Let that start getting all of that worked through and just leave it there. So we're going to put the science shit over here. So let's go ahead and put the run this belt here. And now what I can do is I can raise this up and I can put a splitter in here if at some point I need to. But I'm hoping we're not going to get to that point. I'm hoping those will be fine. And now we can just start doing our bots here. That is completely retarded. Okay. So we need to do this. Now, the only problem with that is we need these. Hmm. 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 Yeah, we can have that go down. I don't like this whole blue shit. Because I can't see if there's anything in front of, underneath me. Now this one we gotta take all the way up and over top of here. Annoyingly. This motherfucker is right in the way. Ooh, power is strained. We're gonna have to make more power. Okay, so that'll make our logistics things. Now we're gonna turn this bitch around. Now, if I'm supposed to be selling these things, I should probably Control Q, put another one in, say here. Yeah, that'll give me a second one making them. Now, when does the ship get here to get these damn things? No leader. Oh. Connects directly. Oh, yeah. Duh. They're still not going in there. Why aren't they going in there? Because those look like outputs. Or, yeah. Yep, those are outputs. These are inputs. How many can this big fucker hold? Don't know, but it's taking them. That bugs me. Okay. So we're now set to sell them.
Ah, the smell of profit. We've set up the basics, but there is a lot to come. I know I've been bothering you a lot. I'll dial it back a bit from here and let you follow your own plans. Oh right, one final thing. I mentioned it before, the galactic currency is called Thermalite. It's a precious metal that is both used as currency and as crafting material. You don't need that yet, but soon you will need to ship it to the planet from the station to make use of it.
Aha.
Time to reach for the stars, you say? By expanding our communication capabilities, we can get in touch with other galactic entities. Let's upgrade the station to do so.
So I have to send it up there, I think. Because that's the thing that we need to research. Hi, Shelbert. That's this. But we need the science pack 2 to do so. So, how do we make science pack 2? We need conveyors and building blocks. Well, luckily, we have already automated building blocks and conveyors. So, we just need to either get those over well, we need to set up automation for the basics again, because I'm assuming this is like Factorial where we need, yeah, we need both of them. I'm assuming, yeah, we need 10 and 10 for that. And there's conveyor 2 we can research. BearCore, I don't care. Doors, I don't care. Logistic containers, a bigger container. Walkways, basic steel smelting, explosives. Hopefully that's for, we can use that for mining, I'm hoping. Vacuum bots. Are you snoring or is that your just normal talking? Yes, wiggle your little butt. Okay, so. Shut up, you. Let's see. For that, I need machine parts and rods. For that, I need conveyors and building blocks. So, do I want to use what I have here? Or do I just want to make it over there? Because we have the material right here. Conveyors. Building blocks is just plates and rods. Conveyors are plates and machine parts. That's going to be the only problem-ish. Is that it's going to take machine parts and plates are made of the same fucking thing as the plates. Which I think means we're going to move these bitches again. Which it's now on the antenna, so that's fine. Damn it, I moved your ass over here so you wouldn't be in my way anymore. Now I'm gonna end up moving your ass again. Here, go sit out there. Annoy somebody out there for a while. Okay. Now. You know what? I really don't care. There. That'll be less annoying. So. We put this here. That'll make my machine parts. Yeah, it seems fast enough. Alright, now we do this out to here. And we're going to want this out to here. No, wait a minute. What am I doing? That's the conveyors. Yeah. And then we want this as the building blocks. That'll give me these two here. So then we can just put, say, this one here. And if we end up needing more of those, we can run them over here somehow. So we can do this with that. So now we should be getting both of those out over here once we get it set properly. And that'll do that. Okay. So now we just need to get number ones made. And number ones are just the rods and plates. Or is it machine parts? No, it's machine parts. Okay, so we're gonna need off of here. So we can just do this. Now the only problem with this is we need rods. I gotta get rods over here. Oh, you need foundation, huh? Can you not put in up there? Oh. You have to go in through the bottom. Well, aren't you about a special little bitch? Well, fuck you then. We're definitely gonna have to make a lot more of those. Because we had like 3 of them before. We'll fix that later. Later probably as in now. Because this is going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem for the... Let's see... Let's see, I didn't want to put all those in there. But I don't know the way to split that. I wanted to see if they take the same amount of time, if they have like durability. And yeah, it definitely looks like it does. So we're going to need the same amount of ones as we do twos. Okay, so now we have the station in. You know what this debt is? Ah, okay. So, bringing me here cost me 5 million, and I currently have 6,000. Woohoo! But that says the vault capacity is only 10,000. So eventually we're going to run out. We're going to have to upgrade a vault. General repairs. Requires the antenna, 400 construction materials. We might have that left. And 200 thermalite bars, which means we're going to have to send some of our money down, smelt it, and send it back up, I'm assuming. Unless there is a actors, spaceship hangar, construction, drone bay, docking. There's a workshop. I don't know if we can smelt shit up there. Let's figure that out. Even an orbital laser. Woohoo! I can shoot shit. Alright, so now that we got that done, I'm assuming we're going to want to do probably steel making or conveyor 2. Conveyor 2 does need conveyor 1. And it only takes stuff we have. We don't need steel to do that. So we could start it first. Steel is going to be blending those together. That's going to give us a crusher, advanced machinery parts, some upgrades. Alright, I think we're going to do this first. That way we can upgrade all these damn belts so we can get better throughput through here. Now, light up a little bit around here. City to dock. Alright, so we're gonna have to really make this part bigger. Which means we're gonna make it, well, better. But I don't think we're gonna work on it today. I think after I do a little survey work here, probably gonna get out of here. Yeah, I'm thinking we can probably get this out of here. Just bring this out like this. And instead of putting them that way, put them out over this way maybe. Now, belt makes 2 in 3 seconds. That makes 20 in 5 seconds. So we're probably only going to need one of those. It makes 2 in 3 seconds. And this uses is 30 seconds. So I can make 10 sets of conveyors in the time it takes to make one of these. 10 sets of conveyors is going to be 20 conveyors, and it only needs 3. So I can make 6 of them. I don't know if the building blocks would be fine. Hey, Chairman. So basically, off of this one set, I might be able to make 6 of these, depending on the blocks. Which we can put another one in here for making blocks if we need to. Just trying to think of what's going to be the least annoying way to do this. You know we're gonna have to move Jackass in. Alright, so the antenna's done. And I gotta talk to Shit Dick to turn on the antenna. There's Shit Dick.
Space station communication network restored. Galactic entities in proximity are now showing up on star map. The Galactic Market? A giant station that allows us to buy and sell various goods, including construction material? Let's take a look at the star map.
How? What the fuck is a star map? I have a regular map. Is it in this thing? Ah, galactic map. Holy shit, there's a lot of crap. So this is where we are. That's the market. Go to it. Galactic Market. New trade. Construction material. What do they want? Oh, what they want. They just take money? Cost is... We want to buy them. We don't want to sell them. Buy. No ship select. Okay. Spaceship. This one. No commodity selected. Well, that's because you ain't told me what the fuck you want, you assholes. The only thing they'll buy is construction material. Is that the problem? I don't want to buy construction material. You can either do one-time trades or set up recurring orders. See ships currently executing trades on the right side. You can manage your recurring orders. Yeah, the only thing they do is construction material. What the fuck? What is this place? Because I can't sell them the same thing I'm buying from them. And apparently I can't buy with money. Because it doesn't give me a fucking... Oh, there we go. Cost is 10F. Okay, so we gotta wait until we get 10 and then we can buy construction material. Okay. So that just means we need to keep selling these little bot fuckers. We've been those things. These guys. Keep selling these guys till we get 10 million or 10,000. And then we can try to buy more building materials, which currently we don't need. But I'm assuming eventually we will. What do you want?
Buying construction material from the galactic market, that's a solid plan. We need it to further improve the station, and there's no way to make it on our own yet. I've prepared a page in your information database. You should take a look.
Uh-huh.
Increasing complexity of construction work on the space station? You're right. Those upgrades keep getting longer to complete. We need speed up station construction by repairing and expanding the construction drone bay.
Now what do we need to do it? All general repairs. 100, oh yeah, it needs permalite. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to smelt that shit. But we ain't doing that yet because we want to try to buy materials apparently. And right now we're not so worried about working on it. We're trying to make shit off of it. Which I could always put in more of these to send shit up faster. We have plenty of room to do so, and it looks like we've got plenty of stuff sitting here. But I want to get the belts worked out so we can get more of the things, which it looks like this one is a major issue. Because we got tons of the other ones, but that's because we had tons of them sitting around. The problem with that being that the way that I set this up, I don't have a way of getting these off of here. So we're going to have to do something about completely redoing this part. No, Evan, we can't. Who's going to buy that junk? Alright, so I think I'm going to call it a day here. We'll come back and mess with this some more, working on the research area now that we've got everything else redone. And hopefully we can get the new conveyor belts and steel making done next time. But I want to try to probably move these out over here and redo this so we can make a lot more, so we can research stuff faster. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And I think, isn't today Saturday? Yes, today's Saturday. So we should be back in a couple hours with more balloon stuff. Forever Sky, that's the name of it. So, once everybody shows up, we'll be doing that in a few hours. Have a good one.